What's up, guys? How you doing? Well, this video, and I want to make it for life situations. We come across so many different kinds of challenges in life, and we try to solve the problem. Right? We face a problem. We want to solve it and move forward. But sometimes the solution and the problem are one and the same thing. It's like you are both the problem and the solution. It's just a matter of acceptance, basically. So sometimes we have to understand that it's not always about using the brain. It's not always about trying to figure it out, trying to figure something out, whether it is a health goal, whether it is a relationship that you are having trouble with, whether it is a career that you want to pursue. Maybe you want to change your direction of your career and you have no idea how to logically think it out, or it could be a political goal. Anything, it can be applied to anything. So, and it's quite natural if you think about it. It's not basically uh, based on this concept of using the logical mind. It's basically using the wisdom part of the human nature, the beingness of the humans, right? So to put this thing in a simple way, it's basically sometimes you have to just stop judging. You have to sometimes just accept and present be with it. If you see a person, a baby crying, don't say anything, just be there for her or him. If you see some problem, some tension, some trouble going on in the world, a person who is angry, anxious, who's really beating his wife, all the this darkness, this negativity, if you feel it, don't just try to work as like a gasoline on a fire. Instead, stay present without thinking so much and just feel that darkness, that wounds. Feel that pain of that person is going through, by just containing it. Most people have no fucking idea how to basically help someone if someone is going through some rough time. For example, let's say you are stressed out, okay, and your friend is saying, okay dude, just relax, just chill. No, you have to experience that sadness. If someone loses his job, someone had a breakup, or maybe you actually lost something, or maybe you try to achieve a particular dream goal that you have been pursuing for years, and you just lost it. You just lost everything. Maybe you become completely jobless, or maybe you just lost your house. You become homeless within a couple of days. You cannot logically think these things. You cannot logically figure it out what was wrong with it. Okay, it's okay to logically pontificate and just try to analyze these things and situations, but I think most of the time the solution comes very quickly, and it becomes, and it's very easy to handle very severe as well as very mild to moderate stages of human setbacks. The dark night of the soul. So during those moments, you have to realize that thinking is not going to solve it. Okay, even people sometimes they go for counseling, marriage counseling. Crazy. I cannot understand. You are having trouble. It's like one brain fighting over the next brain, and you want to solve this with putting another brain, which is a counselor, in the middle. This is madness. Think about it. The monks never judge any person. Even if they saw a crime right in front of them, they don't intervene and try to prevent it. They just never judge it. They hold that vibration, and eventually something miraculous happen, and all the tension, all the jealousy, all the stress, all the anxiety, all the depression just started fading out. And the person become more clear-headed. It becomes more simple to understand the problem. And many people are trying to figure figure out so many things in their life which is so easily be solved if they just let the the presence of their consciousness, the brain to basically stop, if they can just stop their brain, just be quiet, be still, stop judging, okay, and just hold that stillness, hold that acceptance and surrender. Look at nature. Nature is devoid of our fucked up mind, nature, there is amazing harmony, you see all the functioning of nature is completely wise, it's not it doesn't have a knowledge, it's we have knowledge, the brain, it's knowledge, it's wisdom, and wisdom is different from knowledge, okay, it's totally different, okay, it's basically the essence, of life, the life force, the governing force, basically, which is regulating, so it's really a matter of time when you realize that it's not always about figuring things out. It's sometimes you have to surrender. You have to let go. You have to give up. You have to give up the thinking mind. And you have to come to a stage where you are completely fearless. Basically, it's like, okay, if I die right now, I die. Let whatever happen, happen. And you live in this state where you can feel that the solution is everywhere, So try to use it if it makes sense in your life and see how it affects you, because for my personal life, once I started working on this, basically it's the monk style. This is also deeply rooted in the spiritual text. You read any spiritual text, whether it is from the Christianity or from the Hinduism or from the Judaism or even from the other religion and culture, they are all based on one thing, and that is stop the bullshit judgment and basically stop the thinking mind and just be present. Feel the nature, feel the flower, smell the flower, and you will see that your problem will be nothing, that you might have thought about it, that it could be very, you know, like a monster, but it's not actually. People going to counselors and psychologists and psychotherapists and even counseling their friends, families, and just chatting with the friends and people all time for minuscule things, trivial issues in their life, that maybe it's a little bit some relationship problem, some quarreling between husband and wife, some marriage counseling and all this thing, because talking about it is not never going to solve the problem. You have to understand it's not the solution. Okay, so stop this madness of trying to figure things out and basically just hold that vibration, just be present with the another person, and that is super healing. That is the solution basically, because the universe has everything in here. Okay, it is we create our own fucking bubble and we trap ourselves, and then we complain that this world is very tough to live. This is crazy. I mean, we created this bubble. So in order to heal, in order to improve your life or whatever it is, I don't know what you are looking for, even for your professional goals, don't always think from the brain, think from the heart. Think from the consciousness, and sometimes just let it happen. If you are getting jobless, just let it happen. If you are becoming homeless, let it happen. If you are going through very rough time, let it happen. And so is true for happiness. I've seen many people in the loophole. They just want to hold this moment. They just want to hold this happy moment. Maybe you are getting a child, a newborn child, this happy moment. Getting married, very happy moment, And after a few days after they get married, then back to same life. Oh, where did it go? So you have to even let the happiness come and go. So it's true for the setbacks, the dark times. Let it come and go, and don't think about it. Be in the moment, enjoy while it's there, whether you have a relationship or even when you're going through some kind of ups and downs in your relationship, whatever it is, so yeah, just a simple solution to most of the problem is when you just accept and you just don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. If you come to the stage where you say, okay, I'm gonna live my life. If I die, I die. If I get healthy, I get healthy. If I get successful, and then so be it. If I get fail, then so be it. The business people, they always take risk. And I think most of them basically come from a state of deep, utter acceptance and surrender. Okay? Because many times they also failed. And those who failed, fuck themselves if they couldn't make it, literally. I mean, sorry for my profanity of language, but it's true. So unless you have this surrender and accepted state of mind, and not mind, I should say, state of consciousness, that's the word I'm looking for. It's basically, just like a child. A child is pure this surrendered state. He never grab onto stuff. He just he forget very things very easily. Also something come, okay, become very happy, and then it leaves and fine. But I've seen in most of the kids the same. They are also developing the same shit. So anyway, the point of this video is, guys, you have to surrender. You have to accept. You have to let the universe, whatever the crazy thing is doing, just be present. Stop thinking. Stop thinking. Stop your default mode network, DMN, default mode network of the brain. Stop it. Okay? It is a monkey mind. That's not what you need right now. You need a lizard brain, okay? Which is basically eating, sleeping, fucking, and enjoying, basically. Exactly. You need to go to your homeostasis if you truly want to find a solution of deep-rooted problems, because most of the time the problems doesn't even exist the way we think they exist. So all right, guys, I think that's all for today's video, and I think this is the perfect timing, because I upload a previous video about my life experiences with it, about some crazy experiment I did on the sex transmutation chapter from the Napoleon Hill book Think and Grow Rich. So yeah, just let me know about that video and also about this video, and I'm gonna keep posting about more videos regarding the healing journey, or about how to recover from any health crisis, whether you are exhausted, you have a chronic burnout condition where you are basically your body is not functioning anymore, you feel a bit depressed and anxious, you're having severe, even having heart palpitation, back pain. Guys, I used to have so many symptoms in the past, like so much chronic back pain. I never took any pill. I just let the pain be there, just sit with it, just love myself and be present with it without judging it, and guess what happened? In a couple of days it just disappeared without taking any painkiller or any stuff. So yeah, it is the way of living. This is a true art of living. This is a true personal development. You gotta fucking just surrender your thinking and your default mode network of your mind, because of this addiction, just trying to figure things out. People always try to figure things out. That's why they fuck up spirituality. It's not about figuring it out. Even in Christianity, the priest, okay, let's figure out the Bible. Let's figure it out what this is saying. And the same thing is for the Buddhism. Let's figure it out. This is madness. You cannot figure things out. Even in Zen monk, the Zen teachings, basically they never figure things out. It's totally opposite. You have to shut this down, and then baby, magic will happen. Magic. And for that magic to happen, you have to first practice the acceptance, the surrender. And and the pure state of no judgment of any kind in order for the miracle to unfold. Okay guys, stay tuned. Bye bye. I hope this helps someone watching this video. Have a nice day and a good life.